Hi, Al Robinson here, and I'm a network marketing professional residing in Plainsboro, New Jersey. And today, I'd like to talk about bees, honeybees to be exact. And I'd like to offer a honeybee marketing tip that provides similarities about honeybees and our work-from-home businesses. Now, I'm sure the first question that comes to your mind is, what in the world are we talking about bees and honeybees for? Well, the reason is very simple. If each one of us as network marketers and home business owners were as committed and as persistent as honeybees are, just think and imagine how profitable our businesses could be and how we could generate phenomenal wealth and financial income over the years. Now, basically, what inspired me about this topic is the recommendation of my team mentor and leader who referred me to an article entitled 20 Amazing Honeybee Facts. Now, I'll provide the link for this article both in the description of this video as well as in the subject matter of my blog content, which this video will be a part of. And basically, what the article does, it describes 20 amazing honeybee facts, plus it provides a wealth of information about bees and honey in general. And by clicking on the health benefits of honey tab along the left margin of this article, it basically goes on to describe some of the benefits of honey, which, as we all know, is a byproduct or a product that honeybees make. And basically, there are a number of benefits. For example, it's good for treating hangovers, for cuts and burns. It's good for sore throats, for sleeplessness, and it even can also help in the treatment of cancer. Not as a cure in and of itself, but it can also provide, some relief from cancer patients during the process of their treatment. Now, in terms of honeybees themselves, it provides 20 important facts that many people aren't cognizant or aware of. Okay, and basically some of the facts that I'd like to present to you are: one, honeybees have been around for millions of years, which a lot of people don't know. Honeybees are also the only insect that produces food eaten by man, which is what? Honey. Okay? Not only that, but honey is the only food that includes all the substances necessary to sustain life. And this is important because honey is the #1 food for honeybees in the hive. And in addition to that, it takes 1 ounce of honey to fuel a bee's flight around the entire world. Not to say that all bees do that, but in order to be able to do it, all it would take would be 1 ounce of honey. And that a colony of bees consists of 20 to 60,000 honeybees and 1 queen. Now, the worker honeybees are the females, and they live about 6 weeks, and they do all of the work, as opposed to the males, which are a little bit larger and are the drones, and their primary purpose is providing mating for the queen, because the queen bee can live up to 5 years and is the only bee that lays eggs, and it's the queen bee that basically sustains the hive over a period of time. And she's busiest in the summer months when the hive needs to be at its maximum strength, and she can lay up to 2,500 eggs per day. Okay? Now, this is important because most of us in our society for the longest time presumed that the male was the dominant partner in the relationship and basically provided for the health and welfare of the family. Whereas here in the hive, it's the female, just like lions in Africa. It's the female lion or the lioness that does all of the hunting and provides the food that nourishes the young cubs in the lion's family, also known as a pride. And there, the male is basically responsible for mating. Okay, so it just goes to show that you don't. It's not always the male that's the dominant partner in the relationship, especially today, where basically both partners, the husband and the wife, are simultaneous breadwinners, for the family. Now, getting back to the bees, and these are two very, very, very significant facts that were brought to my attention through reading of the article. And the first one is a quote by Royden Brown, and he basically says that unique among all God's creatures, only the honeybee improves the environment and preys not on any other species. And most importantly is a quote by Albert Einstein. And he basically says that if the bee disappears from the surface of the earth, man would have no more than 4 years to live, which is very, very significant. Now, honey was first brought to my attention as a high school track athlete. And basically, what the coach demanded was that for the 2 hours prior to a meet, that we not, eat or consume any heavy foods. And his recommendation was that 15 to 20 minutes before each athlete ran their individual event, that they take 2 or 3 teaspoons of honey. And as demonstrated in one of the articles here, honey does provide a boost of energy, whether it's for athletics, in my case running track meets as a sprinter, or for just working out in the gym, or for your morning walk, your daily constitutional, or for your morning run for that matter. Honey will provide a boost of energy. But the most significant thing here is that the bee, or the honeybee, is basically a team player. Now, I mentioned before that the hive can consist of between 20 and 60,000 honeybees at any given time. Okay. Now, the honeybee basically produces about 1/12 of a teaspoonful of honey during its entire life. Okay. Now, how does all of this tie into network marketing? Well, we've shown that honeybees are basically team players. They dedicate their entire lives to the cause of survivability for the beehive. Okay, if the hive should be threatened, guess what? The female bees go out to meet the threat, and they typically do this in the form of stinging. Now, most people are unaware that the stinger on the female bee has barbs on it, very similar to a fishhook barb. And what happens is when the honeybee stings anything, the barb becomes fixed into the tissue of whatever it is that it's stinging. And the only way for the bee to escape is to literally rip the stinger from its abdomen, which in effect is the death knell for that particular honeybee. Okay, so the honeybee basically gives its all in defending the hive against threats. Not only that, but in many instances where beehives are located in trees, especially in the forest, during the course of a forest fire, all of the bees gather and fan their wings to try and keep The beehive, which is made essentially of a waxy material that melts in extreme heat, but the bees fan the hive in order to try to keep it cool to sustain life for the hive, because within each honeycomb is a little cell, if you will, of honey, and that's used as food for the hive. Okay, so if the hive is destroyed, so is their food supply. Okay, so the bees, gather together, as a humongous team to try and keep the beehive cool, either during a forest fire or during extreme heat waves in the summer, where the beehive is located in a tree. Okay, so that the hive as a whole can survive. And no one bee is more important than the entire hive. Now, in transmuting this to our experiences as network marketers and home business owners, be a part of the team. There is no way you can survive by yourself as a network marketer or a home business owner. Just like there is no way any one bee can survive without his teammates from the hive. Okay, so what you need to do is to plug into and tie into your team. Okay, undertake all of the activities that are recommended to you by senior team members who have been there and done that in terms of their network marketing experience. Okay, and they can provide invaluable information for you so that you don't have to learn the hard way through the bumps and bruises of self-taught experience. There is no way you can learn everything that you need to know, even about any one particular marketing technique, by yourself. Okay, the team is an integral part of your experience as a network marketer, and if you follow and listen to your team members, not only will you gain skills, knowledge, and wisdom, but your business itself will continue to move forward, and you will begin to reap the benefits of your success that you desire and that you aspire to, and that have become a part of your vision, okay, and your life's dream. So, having said that, let's all strive to be as committed to our team and our organization as the honeybee is to the hive. And in the long run, it will lead to your ultimate success and the achievements that you desire. So, having said that, let's make it a profitable business day and week, as well as a prosperous one. I wish you the best in whatever endeavors you're pursuing. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.